captured on surveillance video outside their house.
Wearing only a Ronald Reagan mask.
Was very creepy.
Why would someone do that? It's easy to see why this video went viral.
All the way across the world.
There's a lot of questions out there just disturbing.
What if someone is following me?
Burglary, robbery, home invasion attempt.
Someone that wanted to kidnap her.
Police in Vestavia Hills are looking for a man creeping outside of a home wearing only a Ronald Reagan mask.
It's just before 11 p.m. on New Year's Eve 2015 near Birmingham, Alabama, when the masked intruder makes his appearance.
The couple saw a shadow in the breezeway, then they saw the naked guy.
First of all, who does that? Who runs around naked with a Ronald Reagan mask? You have someone crawling around the outside of your house at night, naked. That's frightening.
The video is caught on the homeowner's doorbell camera, and with the mystery man wearing only a mask and a sock, it instantly goes viral.
There are a lot of things about this video that attracted a lot of attention. Some of them humorous, the Ronald Reagan mask, the fact that he's naked. However, you don't know at what point does it go from just being weird to being dangerous.
People are quick to crack jokes, but the homeowners aren't taking it lightly.
Seeing someone with a mask on looking in your window is just really, really scary.
Her fear in this case was absolutely justified.
Worst case scenario, stalker and/or burglar. Could he have been someone that wanted to kidnap her?
What were his intentions? Who else was with him? A lot of these videos, we see one person. Is there more than one person involved? Where are they? What are they maybe armed with? And if someone is willing to do something like that, what else are they willing to do?
It's only 40 degrees outside, so police don't think the man can get far without his clothes. They don't know who he is or where he's gone. And questions pile up. Is this masked man still out there? Is he dangerous? Why is he stalking this particular home? The video of the naked man caught on camera outside an Alabama home, wearing only a sock and a Reagan mask, is a viral hit.
Got a huge response by January the 2nd. It was across the world, Australia, England, across the United States.
But it doesn't take long for people to suggest that the whole story is a big fake. It turns out that the homeowner who posted the video, Danielle Yancey, is a reality TV star on the Bravo show Jersey Belle.
All right, Jersey, show us what you got.
And that makes some people highly suspicious.
That you have someone who's looking to maybe make a bigger name for herself. Because reality stars are looking for their 15 minutes and then another 15 minutes of fame.
The rumors infuriate Danielle.
That was just so far-fetched to say that it was a publicity stunt. It's something that I would never do.
Danielle says she and her husband Bart are just trying to enjoy a quiet New Year's Eve at home when he hears something outside.
My husband comes running down the hallway yelling, "There's a naked guy in our breezeway." And I was like, what? My husband was very frantic. He said, check the security camera. And it just immediately gave me chills because it was very creepy. My husband went out the door and tried to run after him, which is totally the opposite of what I would have done. I would have gone and tried to hide. But the guy panicked and ran down the street. So that's when we immediately called the police.
Police comb the neighborhood looking for the man, but because of his mask, they aren't even sure who they're looking for.
In a case like this, we would hope that there would be additional video that might show the person before they put the mask on and before they come disrobed. And potentially if they're driving a vehicle, if we can get a description of the vehicle or the license plate.
The next morning, Danielle decides to help police by posting the doorbell footage all over social media.
I posted it firstly on our neighborhood group, just to be aware that there's someone out there that possibly could come by their house, and on a public page of mine on Facebook and also on my Instagram.
Danielle tries to make light of things with captions like, "Interesting night in, thank you naked boy." But for the next few days, she's shaken.
You get nervous about what this person was going to do next. I wonder if he had a gun. I know he's naked, but it could have been behind the breezeway wall and could have pulled it out. I don't even want to leave my house. I mean, every time I was looking over my shoulder to see if anybody was around my car, worried that somebody would jump out behind my car.
Jokes aside, it's entirely possible that she's in danger.
Celebrities tend to be magnets for weirdos. Unfortunately, a lot of celebrities are the victims of things like this.
For me, the worst thing was somebody targeting our house. And the whole fact is our house was very public. Anyone could drive up to it, and it's actually happened many times. People would drive up, knock on my door, look in the windows.
Neighbors and fans are also worried.
A lot of women obviously follow me, and they were all concerned. Danielle, please be careful. And we had multiple people stopping by. Thank you so much for, posting this in our neighborhood so that we're aware. Have you had any updates? We're very concerned still.
Even more alarming, there are reports of other Peeping Tom incidents in the area.
We had this guy that stopped by and said, I just want to show you this paperwork of a court date that's coming up. It's about a naked Peeping Tom in our neighborhood that was arrested. He's not in jail right now, so he could come back. So at that point, I got chills again. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared now.
By January 3rd, 3 days after first spotting a naked intruder lurking outside her home, Danielle Yancey is living in fear.
What if someone is following me? It kind of froze me.
Then, a neighbor knocks on her door.
He said, I actually know who did this, and it's nothing to be afraid of going forward.
The man tells Danielle that the intruder is an embarrassed teenage boy from the neighborhood, a kid who got carried away with some friends. Because he's underage, police don't release his name to the public.
I guess the boys decided to pull this prank on New Year's Eve and thought it would be funny.
We find out that this is a prank. It's a stupid prank.
Because the danger potential. Alabama is what's referred to as a castle doctrine state, which basically means if the homeowners feel threatened by someone who enters their property, and if they have firearms, they may end up shooting the person. That is a very potentially violent and deadly situation. It could very well have ended very tragically for the prankster.
There was a couple of guys that stopped by and they were like, well, if he had come on our property, I might have shot him.
On Facebook, Danielle writes a long, grateful post to inform everyone that the mystery man has been identified. But she and her husband decide not to press charges.
This young man could have been facing a number of charges, including public lewdness, stalking, and things of that nature.
Still, Danielle isn't about to let him totally off the hook. She doesn't name him, but in public posts on her social media, she reminds him how stupid his actions were.
I know it's a funny prank with a mask on like that. It is super scary, and I just wanted to let you know to be careful because it could have been a lot scarier than you think.
It could have ended a lot worse than it did.
A few days later, this high school boy came over with his father. He did say they were playing cards, and for some reason they have presidential masks when they were playing cards, and somebody had an idea to go knock on someone's door nude. I was a little bit mad. Why did they choose our house, and was it targeted to us? And he said, no, ma'am, this was just a house that was, at the corner and all your lights are on. And he just said, I'm so sorry for pulling this prank.
More than 3 years later, the teen behind the mask declines to be interviewed. He tells ID that he has nothing to say about the prank. But Danielle and police hope the incident serves as a warning.
I don't think he realized we had cameras.